Yo, man. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Mickal, that's AK Mr. Sniper, man. And today's video, man, we got when trash talking goes horribly wrong. This is by my boy, Jimmy High Roller. If you're new to me, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, man. We're on the road to 530 subscribers. Comment down below what videos you guys want me to do next. I can react to them. Comment down below. You guys can DM me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, DM me. Follow my socials down below, man. Let's get into the video.
This clip will go down in the Basketball Trash Talking Hall of Fame. Not because Devin Booker's trash talking worked, not because he actually backed it up or anything, but because of the absolute obliteration that was to follow. Devin Booker did not know it at the time, but this is where it all ended. A video taken moments before disaster. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Yeah, we don't care about what your video is sponsored by, my guy. We here for the trash talking.
This is the text my brother sent me just moments before witnessing the biggest playoff basketball monstrosity I've ever seen in my entire life. I didn't believe him, so I had to tune into the game myself. And sure enough, there it was.
Yeah, I remember this game. Luka torched them, bro.
Oh boy. In what world is this even possible? A record-breaking 64-win Suns team, fully healthy, is getting dog-walked in a Game 7 with their season on the line. Okay, well, I wasn't able to watch the first half, so I'm assuming those measly 27 points had to have come from Chris Paul and Devin Booker. I mean, there's no way they just didn't score. Huh. So, after all that trash talking, all that hooping and hollering, after going up 2-0 in the series, this was the best the Suns had to offer? A couple weeks ago, I made a video about how the Nets, and specifically Kevin Durant, had one of the worst playoff meltdowns in recent history. But, we got a new contender. Of all the players in this year's playoffs, Chris Paul had possibly more to prove than anyone else. After a career of bad luck and, quite frankly, bad playoff performances, NBA fans were eager to see if he could lead his team to the NBA Finals again and redeem himself for their collapse last season against the Bucks. But at this point, we should have known better. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Lose an NBA record 7 consecutive Game 7s, and shame on everyone. Why am I even watching at this point? But it's one thing for Chris Paul to fall apart in a Game 7. For one reason or another, he's been doing it his entire career. But the entire Suns roster, how does the 1 seed, the best regular season team in the NBA, fall apart this badly with their season on the line? In the first half of Game 7 against the Mavericks, the Suns' starting 5 combined for 15 points on 29 shots. Luka Doncic, by himself, had 27 points on 12 shots.
Luka had 27, 9 for 12 by himself, and the whole starting 5 was 5 for 29.
Chris Paul and Devin Booker combined for a whopping 3 points in the first half.
0 for 4?
3 points. Even worse, those 3 points came from the foul line. Neither of them made a single shot. By the end of the game, the Suns starting 5 mustered up just 37 points in 143 minutes on the court. Luka put up 35 points in just 30 minutes. I don't think I've ever seen an NBA game in my entire life that was over halfway through the second quarter. The only reason why Luka didn't drop a 50-point triple-double on these boys was because the man was on the bench by the third quarter, prepping for the Warriors in the next round. In this series featuring the Suns and the Mavericks, Luka had more points than pure scorer Devin Booker, had more assists than league-leading assist man Chris Paul, had more rebounds than 7-foot center DeAndre Jordan, and had more steals than Defensive Player of the Year runner-up Mickal Bridges.
That is tough. That's tough. More than everybody, and Luka's not even the center. So the whole series, only had 57 boards, and Luka had 69 the whole series. That's crazy.
The man beat the Suns so bad, the franchise had to write an apology letter to their fans. Devin Booker spent the 2022 NBA season building a solid MVP campaign, having the best season of his career. And yet, somehow, when it mattered most, Booker put together the worst playoff game of his entire career. The man didn't even put up a fight. It's like there's no fire in him. He's not rising up in these big games. And this big game mentality is what separates guys like Luka and Giannis from others. Sure, these guys are vastly more talented than their peers, and that definitely helps. But just as valuable as their skill set and physical tools is their will to win. Luka Doncic would rather die trying than lose a Game 7 like this. The man won't back down to anyone, and he has the game to back it up. I mean, seriously, is there anything better in sports than a superstar who plays better under pressure? A player that can take the trash talk, spit it right back, and make you regret it. Luka said it best after their Game 5 loss against the Suns. Do you know how confident you have to be to say this out loud after going down 2-3 in the playoffs? This killer mentality, almost like a basketball hitman, taking names and seeking.
If you give, I think Luka will win a ring, maybe just once, but he has to get a team though. Imagine him and Jokic on the same team.
Seeking revenge is something you're either born with or you aren't. Players like Luka, Giannis, Jimmy Butler, Ja Morant are all cut from the same cloth as guys like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Larry Bird. There is no end to what they will do to win. It's almost psychotic at times. Not every night will be some monumental performance, but you can guarantee that they'll go down swinging. We often wonder why some players, although extremely talented, seem to never step up to the plate when all the chips are on the table. While some players rise to the challenge and love every moment of it, others shrink under the mounting pressure of these career-defining moments. It's intangible and immeasurable, but it's there. And the thing about guys who don't have it is that they tend to underestimate the guys who do have it. In the 90s, NBA players...
Luka's been playing when he was 16, bro, against people like grown men. Like he's playing,
were legitimately scared to trash talk Michael Jordan. I mean, they already knew that there was a slim chance he wasn't going to dismantle them. But at least if they kept quiet, Michael might just spare them from embarrassments in front of friends and family. Everybody's tough when they're up. And wouldn't you know it, come Game 7 when the Mavericks were up, Devin Booker was quietly sitting on the bench with not a single word to say. Which really makes you wonder if Devin Booker is cut from not the same cloth as the Kobe Bryants of the NBA world, but from the same cloth as the Chris Pauls of the NBA. There's nothing wrong with that. CP is one of the greatest point guards of all time. But if you're relying on him to close out a game with everything on the line, you might be in some trouble.
I'll be honest right now, I'm taking Rondo over CP in the playoffs.
Patrick Beverley has been on a Chris Paul slander campaign for the last few days, and whether it's true or not, he spoke about how NBA teams aren't all that worried about facing Chris Paul.
CP3, is he going to be a Hall of Fame? No question about it.
Yeah.
Right? No question about it. Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no. No.
You mean as a team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individually?
Chris Paul individually.
Okay.
No. I'm going to Steak 44 over there in Phoenix. I'm going to have me a nice little wine, probably sweat it out, and the pregame shoot around and get ready for Chris Paul. Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now. It's two different monsters. That's all.
And although that's really rich coming from a guy who spent the last 8 years getting spanked by Chris Paul, I think there's probably a lot of truth to what he's saying. Chris Paul just doesn't have that hitman mentality that other greats have. And Devin Booker may not have it either. This whole Game 7...
I can't believe they compared Devin Booker to Kobe Bryant. Never. That's so disrespectful. Devin Booker doesn't have the Mount mentality. He doesn't come up in clutch situations. When it's really down the line, he's not. Bro, come on, bro. He's not.
Collapse, and even going back to last year's finals, reminded me of that clip from a couple years ago where Devin Booker was complaining about getting double teamed at an open gym. Instead of embracing the challenge, he became frustrated with it. Instead of welcoming the double team to enhance his game, he complained about it. Some fans often say Devin Booker is the closest thing to Kobe Bryant in today's NBA. But don't get it twisted. Because you want to know what Kobe Bryant said when he was getting double teamed?
was people double teaming you doing pickup?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what you do you think about, like,
say you got to send another one? Yeah, you got to send another one.
Yeah.
straight the fuck up.
I don't care how talented a player is. If he doesn't have a cutthroat, get out of the way, I got this mentality to his game, he will only get so far. Two superstars don't just happen to score 3 combined points in the first half of their biggest game of the season. It's one thing to get out to a slow start, but this is the result of a player.
That's bad. That's bad, y'all. That's bad, bro. They got beat by.
Who lives and thrives off of big moments, having a field day with 2 players that can't help but to freeze up in big moments. Either you have it or you don't.
Or you don't.
Some players
Luka
lack
has
it.
it. CB doesn't
Some
have it.
players
Devin
are
Booker,
honing it,
nope.
and some players
James Harden
are
never
made
had
it.
it.
Hope you all enjoy it. And as always, until next time.
Hey man, that was video when Justin goes horribly wrong. Devin Booker never had it. James Harden chokes in the plus. He never had it. CP3 never had it. Kobe Bryant had it. LeBron had it. Michael Jordan had it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But come on now. Anyways, man, I hope you fuck with that video like I did, man. Please like, subscribe, share, man. To bring you both my account apps. Out.